Okay, here we go. This is the 69 Pontiac GTO Judge. I'm going to go around the car here and just try to show you what it needs as far as rust repair and bodywork. It is extensive. It is a documented 69. It needs quite a bit of bodywork, but I'll try to show you the worst sections. I'll start with the front of the car here. This cowl area here is pretty bad from rust. Beneath the piece of trim at the base of the windshield, this whole upper cowl panel does need to be replaced. Pan across the front here. Just going to try to obviously salvage the original trim tag and VIN tag so I can support the documentation. So if we most likely end up changing this cowl panel, I want to make sure we do that. Move over here, driver's side door area. The doors do have some rust at the bottom. I'm probably going to replace these with aftermarket doors, complete doors, not just skins. Move along the driver's side here. See some rust there at the bottom of the driver's door. The quarter panels have not been sandblasted like the rest of the car because they are getting changed. I do have brand new Dynacorn full rear quarter panels for the car, and I'm also going to supply all the sheet metal, including a brand new complete trunk floor. Move around to the rear window area here. With some damage here where the original speakers were installed. Not overly concerned about that, at least at this time anyway. Let's go around to the back. I'll show you what the inside of what used to be the trunk looks like. I cut the center section of the trunk out because I was trying to locate the last 8 digits of the VIN number on the left rear frame rail, and they are present. And since it's getting a complete trunk floor anyway, I didn't really care. I'll move around to the back here. The inner wheelhouses here in the back. The rear of the car, I don't know if they are salvageable. I'm assuming we're probably gonna replace them. Just kind of depends on what it looks like when we get everything apart. It's obviously had a pretty severe water leak at some point in its life, I'm guessing from the rear window. The rear tail light panel, I would like to try to salvage because they are not available in reproduction form from what I understand. Move down here. The rear cross member on the frame, I do have a brand new replacement, so that needs to get changed. And also the rear cross rail, which is the body panel above that rear frame cross member, is shot. I've got a brand new one of those here as well. So that'll need to get changed also when the quarter panels and trunk floor get done. I'm going to go over to the passenger side here. Pretty much the same on this side. This quarter panel needs to go. I'm going to go up to the roof here. The roof is in need of some attention too. It's got some dents and some areas that are kind of rough. It's going to be hard to see, just with the camera, but at least it'll give you an idea of what we're looking at here. Okay, while I'm over here, I'm going to peer into the interior compartment. This area right here under what is the passenger side rear seat, that panel, just that half needs to be changed. The driver's side rear seat panel area is pretty good. Driver's compartment floor. Got some rust here on the passenger side front compartment floor underneath where the floor mat would normally go. Same thing on the driver's side, and then someone cut the hole for the shifter out a little excessively, so we need a repair panel for that. And we'll move over to the right front here, and you can see on the cowl panel here, this thing looks like it's been hit at one time in this area, so this needs to get straightened out. That was the front fender. And you've got some rot down here, I believe on both sides of the car, that's got to get fixed. Back up a little bit here. These are the original front fenders that I have. They're in poor condition, fixable but poor. I have found a set of other used front fenders that are in better shape than these, probably going to go in that direction with them as well. The trunk lid is poor. That's going to get replaced with a repo trunk lid. I'll go over here. This is the valance panel for the front. This is a brand new piece. So obviously we're going to use that. That just obviously needs to be stripped and prepped and painted with the rest of the car. This is a reproduction rear spoiler. There's not much out there as far as replacements for these. The originals are aluminum and very difficult to find. The nose piece also has got some issues. Not sure if it's good enough to actually use. I'm not too concerned about that right now. My biggest concern is what we're going to deal with here as far as the main sheet metal repair on the car. And at least at this point, it's going to be the quarter panels, the trunk floor, the doors, and the interior repair and the cowl. That's the biggest area that I want to kind of focus on right now. There's a better shot of what's left in the hole for the shifter assembly. Over here on the driver's side, underneath the passenger seat, that's pretty solid. But let me scan back outside here. You can see you've got some evidence of the original, what I'm assuming is their lead from the factory. You've got a dent here, so the roof's going to require some work. Let's see. Open the doors. Okay, get a little better shot of what's going on here on the driver's compartment floor, under where the floor mat would go. And then we'll go up here. Body has been off the frame. I took it off, had the body sandblasted, and then put it in some epoxy sealer, but unfortunately it got wet in the rain a couple weeks ago, so some of it's starting to surface rust. The underneath was done also, so as far as sandblasting, there's not a ton of that needs to be done. The majority of it's done, but at least it's a start. We'll go in here in the trunk area, try to give you a better look at what this looks like. I'll do all the repairs and the restoration on the chassis and driveline and engine, and I'll do the interior. I just need somebody to do all of the exterior sheet metal repair, and then obviously paint it in the original Verdoro green color. Just kind of back up a little here. It's rough, but it's definitely worth saving.